everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So today's Wednesday and yeah, it's been over a week since my last vlog, which I will link to down below, where I was talking about my plans for November. And I'm coming to you today with another pattern review, and I thought it would be nice to just catch up a little bit as well and see how you're all doing. So yeah, I've been at work this morning, I'm home now. And my plan for the afternoon is really going to be going for a run, which I'm trying to get myself back into running because I've had a few weeks, I did mention it in my last vlog, but I've had a few weeks where I've not been feeling too great. And consequently that's meant I've not had any energy at all for running, but I'm trying to get myself back into it. So I did go for a run on Monday and it wasn't very pleasant. And I'm feeling quite good this week, actually. I've had more energy this week than I've had for a long time. So yeah, I'm heading out for a run this afternoon. And I'm also starting work on my dissertation as well. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you'll know that I've been doing my Masters in Advanced Practice at university. Nothing to do with sewing at all, but for those of you that are interested. And yeah, I'm now in my dissertation year. So I am yeah, starting to work on that, so I have the afternoon off work to be able to crack on with a little bit of that as well. But I wanted to do a little impromptu pattern review, and it is going to be what I'm wearing. Now, for those of you that watched my last video, you will know that I'd said that I was going to make the Simplicity trousers. I'll put a little picture of it up here, and I have done those, and I've done a bit of a sew along as well as I've been making them. But there was a little bit of trauma with those trousers, and the main problem was the zip. I bought a couple of zips off eBay and they arrived at the end of last week, and I finally got around to putting those in yesterday, and both of them broke on me, so I wasn't very happy, as you can imagine, and consequently I threw it with disgust to one side, as we do when we get ourselves in a state over these things, and I needed a really quick pick-me-up. So the lovely Tamlin, who is Sewn on the Tyne on YouTube, and she also has an Instagram account as well, I'll link to it down below so you can go and have a look. She was doing a bit of a de-stash last week, and one of the patterns that she had in her de-stash, I really liked it. I think it was a freebie with Love Sewing magazine, but it's this one, B6409, which is this gorgeous dress here. I really like this, and as soon as I saw it on her account, I thought, you know what, I'm having me that. And yeah, it's sort of like a dipped hem at the back dress with some of this paneling features, and it's got a casing around the waistband, and it's just a simple neckline with a facing. And you know what, as I say, I'll put a better picture of it up there so you can have a look, but I thought that's exactly what I need. And I actually want to make this out of some beautiful tencel fabric that I've just bought from a fabric store in the Netherlands, actually, and it's on its way. I have seen it in a couple of shops in the UK, but it's a lot cheaper for me to get it from there, so what's a girl to do? And yeah, I thought, you know what, I'm going to twirl this. So I've twirled it with Lady McElroy fabric, which is, you know, ridiculous, isn't it? Because Lady McElroy fabric's not exactly cheap either. But I use this really nice cotton lawn, which I thought would be easy to use, easier than tencel probably anyway, because I've never sewn with tencel before, even though I have a lot of it in my stash actually. And so yeah, I dug this pattern out last night, thought that's going to be a fairly easy sew and it's going to be a quick win, and I can wear it for work today, which is exactly what I've done. So I am going to put some more pictures in of this dress a bit better for you so you can have a look. But essentially this dress is described as a loose fitting pullover dress which has sleeve and hemline variations. So there are 4 versions of this dress. 3 of them are with a dipped hem and 1 of them is with just a straight hem, and then you've got the option of adding bands around the bottom hem and the sleeves, which is what I did. So I did view B, which is the main picture there, the red and the black, and I've used the Crowded Faces Cotton Lawn by Lady McElroy in the black and white colourway, which I bought from Sherwood's Fabrics in one of their sales last year, I think, or earlier this year, and it's just been sat in my stash. And some plain black cotton lawn for the bands around the sleeves and the bottom as well. It's not a look that I would have gone for before. I tend to I don't know. It's not, colour blocking's not really ever been my thing, but actually I really like this and I really like the way it's come out. So I did post a little pic last night on Instagram of my plan to do this, and then I basically cut out the size medium because this pattern is, it goes from size Y to ZZ, which in English means it's a size extra small up to XXL, which essentially is a size 4 right up to a size 26. So you get all those sizes in the one envelope in this particular pattern, because this obviously came free with Love Sewing magazine originally. And yeah, it's designed for crepe fabrics, challis, which is obviously viscose, satin, cotton blends. So it's your woven fabrics, either with or without drape. So I decided obviously to just use this cotton, and because I've not sewn with cotton for ages actually, and I forgot just how nice it is, especially when you've been using tricky fabrics for a while and you get a little bit frustrated sometimes at trying to get the grain lines right, or get everything lined up properly and everything pressed neatly. And cotton is just a dream, isn't it? It really is a dream to sew with. So yeah, I decided to do View B, and I made size medium, which is UK 12 to 14. Now, as I've explained previously, I have put a fair amount of weight back on over the last 8-9 months, and yeah, so I have gone up a size. So, but with this being a loose fit, I thought, you know what, I'll probably be able to get away with those sizes. And I looked at the finished measurements, which are on the back of the packet actually, and the finished bust, actually no, the finished measurements of what you actually really need are not on the back of the packet. What the finished measurements on the back of the packet tell you is the back length from the base of the neck and the lower edge width of the skirt. Why is that important? Can anybody tell me? Because I don't find that important. However, on the pattern pages inside, it does tell you the finished garment measurements, and the finished bust measurement of the size medium I think was a 41, and the skirt was something like a 57 or something, which, you know, there's plenty of room there for me, so that was fine. Now, the only alterations I made to this pattern were I lengthened the sleeve length by 1 inch. There are markings on the pattern sheets, lengthen and shorten lines, so I lengthened the sleeves by 1 inch, and I also lengthened the dress pieces, because there's a front full dress piece and a back full dress piece, and I lengthened those at the lengthen and shorten lines by 1.5 inches, which was just below the bust. So it dropped, no sorry I didn't, I did it by 1 inch actually. It drops the waist, so I only added 1 inch because I didn't want it too long, because the problem with adding these bands like this is that because these bands are sort of all encased, they aren't hemmed at the bottom. It means that once you've attached it, that's it, it's finished, and you can't then adjust it, you know, using a hem allowance basically. So I needed to make sure, I didn't want to make it too long because I thought the dipped hem would just be too much. I probably could have got away with it just being slightly longer, but with black tights it looks absolutely fine. So pattern piece wise, it's very, very simple. You've got a front and a back pattern piece, which is the full length dress, which are both cut on the fold. You also have a front facing and a neck facing for the neckline. You have a sleeve piece, then you have the band for the edge of the sleeve and a band for the bottom of the dress, and then you have a casing which creates your waistline inside, and finally a belt, and that's it. They are your pattern pieces. So what else can I tell you? The instructions were straightforward on this pattern, really, really straightforward, and I really like how the casing attaches inside to the waist, so it's very, very neat inside. I really like that. The casing itself is essentially making your own, it's just a rectangular piece of fabric that is essentially like self-made bias binding, which you then stitch all around the inside of the dress at the waistline, and you create 2 little buttonholes at the front that go into that casing so that you can feed the belt through, and that's it. It's really simple. So yeah, what else can I tell you really? It's a great little pattern. I've really enjoyed making it. I would say I didn't trace off the pattern pieces for this, I just cut them straight out. And apart from making my alterations and cutting my fabric pieces out, sewing it up, I would say it probably took me, in total, probably about 3 hours, I would say. It was quite a quick sew. There's no shaping at all in the upper bust, so there's no darts or pleats or anything like that to bother about. And yeah, I really like it. The only thing I would say, and this is just me being self-critical again, is that I feel I'm just too big for my liking at the minute, and I don't feel it's the most flattering design on me. Again, I'm quite, you know, as I say, I've put quite a bit of weight on and I don't feel great in it, but I don't feel great in anything at the minute. So, you know, but I'm doing something about that, even though we're only 5 weeks off the dreaded C word. And yeah, so that's it really. So it was exactly what I needed, just to sort of make me feel a little bit better after toying with a couple of zips yesterday in those trousers. And I am planning to start on my coat next, the birder coat that I have planned. I needed to get some stronger interfacing and some hair canvas as well, because I'm going all out for making sure this coat is going to be right. So I've been waiting for that to come, and now that's come, I can start that. I don't think I'm going to get that finished for the end of November, but we'll see how things go over the next week or so. And yeah, I am looking forward to starting Vlogmas. That's obviously going to be starting on the 1st of December, and I'm really excited about it actually. Yeah, if you can hear a noise in the background, I've just got my dryer on. So yeah, it's just over a week to go till we start Vlogmas on the 1st of December, and yeah, I'm really hoping that I can do exactly as I did last year and be able to film every day like I did last year. So I hope you're all looking forward to that. I can't guarantee it's going to be really interesting because it's just going to be me and my day-to-day life, but yeah, we'll see what December has in store for us. So yeah, that's it really. So I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at my latest make and a little review of this pattern. As I say, if you're wanting something as a quick, easy make, I would highly recommend this. It's great, absolutely great, and I'm really looking forward to getting that tencel so that I can make it again in a different fabric and see how it performs with a drapier fabric. So yeah, definite winner from me. Right, that's it from me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this little review, and I hope you're all well and stay warm because it's very cold in the UK at the minute, but I look forward to seeing you again really soon. Take care, bye.